Washington is number 6 of top 10 states where people are most likely to fall for a romance scam. For crying out loud, Jon Louis was even teaching a class on fraud when he got taken in, hook, line and sinker, by the dreaded internet species known as catfish. Looking back a year or so later, the scam is obvious to him, but oh my, how joyful it was to feel his heart flutter again. It felt so good to have this beautiful young lady in love with me and wanting to be with me that my heart got in front of my brain, said Louis, an 82-year-old former Seattleite who now lives in Spokane. Even though he had doubts when the person asked for money, he told himself, if I was dating, it would cost me more than $2,500. It seemed like a reasonable investment in a long-term relationship. Louis is among hundreds of Washington residents who admit to having been taken in by a catfish, a scammer who creates a fake online profile to lure victims on social media and dating sites, feigning romantic interest to earn trust before asking for money and/or valuable personal information. In 2019, Washington state had the 6th greatest number of victims of what the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Internet Crime Complaint Center classifies as confidence fraud, romance scams. Americans lose more money to romance scams than to any other type of consumer fraud, according to the Federal Trade Commission, FTC. Victims are commonly between the ages of 40 and 69, but those over 70 lose the greatest amount of money to the cons, the FTC reports. Those numbers may be lower than reality because they don't include people who didn't lose money or those too embarrassed to report the crime. Romance scams can bring about some of the most devastating victimizations, said Jason Erskine of AARP Washington, which has launched numerous education campaigns on the topic. Not only can some victims lose hundreds of thousands of dollars, but the emotional toll can have long-lasting and ruinous consequences. The bottom line, whether you're starting a new relationship in person or online, especially when it's online, take it slowly and stay skeptical until you know you're not being targeted by a crook. Be sure to protect your heart and your money. Still, despite warnings from groups like AARP, and the release of a documentary film and a television show about catfishing, many may have never heard the expression. Even the skeptical among us can, like Louis, let our eyes get too starry to see straight. It's just science, really. Getting a match or having someone like you is a huge hit of happy neurochemicals, said Fremont psychotherapist Caleb Dodson. And professional scammers know how to make those chemicals flow. Phrases like hello, angel, I love you for you, and you already make me feel like the luckiest man on earth. A script of copy and paste messages cited as evidence. And for more on this story, visit the news article link.